Hello students, welcome to all. Today we are going to start the new lesson, that is linear equations in two variables. Students, in this chapter we have to study about linear equations in one variable, in two variable, and then we can find the solution of a linear equations. And third one, we have to plot the graph of a linear equations in two variables. And also the last one is equations of lines parallel to x-axis and y-axis. So these are all the concepts of in this chapter we have to study. Okay. Students, in your earlier classes you have studied about linear equations in one variable. Can you tell the linear equations in one variable? Yes. You can see this one. X plus 1 equal to 0, x plus root 2 equal to 0, root 2 y plus 3 equal to 0, and 2x minus 3 equal to 7. So these are all the examples of linear equations. Such equations have a unique solution. What is meant by unique solution? It has only one solution. So it is having one and only one solutions we get. So these equations are the examples of linear equations in one variable. In earlier classes you have studied about what is linear equations. Okay. So now tell me what is linear equation. So before going to that linear equation, now we can tell what is equation. Okay. So, yes, equation means what? Equation means equality. Equation means what? Equality. So, equality, the symbol of equality is equals. This is what the sign of an equality. So, we can use this sign in between any two algebraic terms. You can observe this one. X plus 3 equal to 0. X plus 3 equal to 0. So this is one expression. Okay. This is another expression. You can write either 0 or you can write any other constant number. Okay. So this is what linear, this is what equation. So this is one expression, this is another expression. So in between these two terms we put a symbol, that is what equality, equal symbols. So that means you can write the equality in between, equality in between any two algebraic terms, is called an equation. Means equality in between any two algebraic expressions is called an equation. Now we can tell what is linear equations. So you know that equation, and also what is linear equations. So the linear equations, it is also you take these examples. X plus 3 equal to 5. So in this expression it is only one variable. So x is a variable, 3 is constant, this is also constant term. So in between these two terms we put an equality symbol, that is what equals. So this is an examples of linear equations. In the starting you all are already given the examples. So on the same way, this is what linear equation. Now tell the definition of linear equations. Okay. The highest power of the variable, the highest power of the variable, highest power of the variable appearing in the expression appearing in the expression. Appearing in the expression is 1. You can observe the definition. So what is linear equations? See, what is linear equations? This is an example. Linear equations. It is an example. So the definition of linear equations is the highest power of the variable. You see this one, this is what variable? It is only one variable. The power of this variable is 1. The highest power of the variable is 1. That type of equations are called as linear equations. So you can take another examples here. X square plus 3 equal to 0. In this equation, the highest power is 2. The power of the variable is 2. Is it a linear equation? No, it is not a linear equation because the highest power of the variable is 2. That's why it is not a linear equations. What is linear equations? Yes, you can see this one. The highest power of the variable is 1. That expression is called as, that equation is called as a linear equations. So you can once again you can recall this definition. The highest power of the variable appearing in the expression is 1. That means the power of this variable is 1. Otherwise you read as the exponent of this variable is 1. That type of equations are called as linear equations. Okay. Students, in this chapter we are taking the knowledge of linear equations in one variable. That knowledge can be extended to that of two variables. Students, now you can ask what is meant by linear equations in two variables. So, I will for explaining of this linear equations in two variables, I take one examples. Okay. So, in one-day international cricket match between India versus Sri Lanka, the two Indian batsmen scored 176 runs. So I say once again, in one-day international cricket match between India versus Sri Lanka, the two Indian batsmen scored 176 runs. So now express this is in the form of an equation. So this is a statement. You can express this in the form of an equation. Yes, you can express it. Yes. So here there are two Indian batsmen. Okay. The run scored by two Indian batsmen is 176. So you select one batsman, means one quantity. The another batsman is another quantity. Means there are two quantities. That's why you select two quantities. Okay. The run scored by one batsman is X. The run scored by another batsman is Y. The total run scored by these two batsmen is 176. Understood? The run scored by one batsman is X. The run scored by another batsman is Y. Total run scored by these two batsmen of Indian cricket team is 176. So, this is what, here there are two variables. Understand? So, there are two variables. So, this is an example of, yes, this is an example of linear equations. Linear equations in two variables. So, x plus y equal to 176. This is an example of linear equation in two variables. So, here there are two variables. That's why this equation is called as linear equations in two variables. Students, now look at some examples of linear equations in two variables. Here you can observe that the examples: 2x plus 3t equal to 5, p plus 4q equal to 7, 2x minus 7y equal to 8, 3x plus y plus 2 equal to 0. Students, here we take the variable s and t. You can take any variables in algebraic, what alphabets. Either you take x or y, or you take m or n, anyone. So you take any alphabets from your English alphabets. So s and t are the variables. In this example, p and q are the variables. So in place of x I will take p, and in place of y we take q. So in the third example, here we take x and y. So these two are the variables. Here also we take 3x plus y plus 2 equal to 0. So any equation which can be put in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So any equation which can be put in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. In this equation, a, b, c are real numbers. A, b and c are real numbers, and a and b are variables. A and b are variables. So this type of an equation is called as linear equations in two variables. Students, you can see this one. But one more condition is that these a and b are not 0. A and b are not 0. So then only we say this is a linear equations in two variables. Students, you can make it as a general form. So you write 2s plus 3t minus y equal to 0. Yes, look at this one. Ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Yes. So it can be written in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So similarly you can write p plus 4q. This 7 comes inside. You put it as minus 7 equal to 0. Okay. And then you see 2x minus 7y minus 8 equal to 0. So in last one it is in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. These are all the examples of linear equations in two variables. So any equation which can be put in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers, and a and b are not both 0, is called a linear equation in two variables. This is a final conclusion and a final definition of linear equations in two variables. So the equation can be put in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Here this a, b and c are real numbers. You put any real number in place of a, b and c. And one more condition is there. This a and b, are not both 0. So if it is a is 0, what happened? If it is b is 0, what happened? So if a in any one is 0, so this is not a linear equations in two variables. Otherwise it is one variable. Suppose a equal to 0, so 0 into x plus by plus c equal to 0. Okay. So 0 into x is nothing but what? 0. Okay. So 0 plus by plus c means here only one variable. also a one variable. That's fine. So this A and B are not both 0. So A and B ಎರಡೂ ಕೂಡ ಸೊನ್ನೆಗೆ ಸಮ ಆಗಿರಬಾರ್ದು. ಸೊ ಆದರೆ ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿಗಳೇನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು, ವಾಸ್ತವ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆಗಳಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಎ ಮತ್ತು ಬಿಗಳು ಏನಾಗಿರಬಾರ್ದು, ಸೊನ್ನೆಗೆ ಸಮವಾಗಿರಬಾರ್ದು. ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 0, ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್, ದಿಸ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 0. Then it is only one variable. That's why it is not a two variable equation. Okay, that's why you can follow these conditions. Then only it is called as linear equations in two variables. Okay, so note down this definition. So what is linear equations in two variables? Students, now we can finally we are coming to this conclusion. So look at this one. This is LE1V. What is this? This one. This is an abbreviated form of linear equations in one variable. Understand? So this is an abbreviation form of linear equations in one variable. This is linear equations in two variables. Here 1, 2. You can look at this one. Linear equations in three variables. Students, the general form of linear equations in one variable is ax plus b equal to 0. So you already studied in 8th standard, and also you can plot the graph in the graph chart. So by plotting this equation in a graph, we get a point. So the point we get by using the linear equations in one variable. Coming to the second one, the linear equations in two variable. So this is the general form. That means ax plus by plus c equal to 0. While plotting the graph by using this equation, we get a line. Okay, so next class I will show how to plot the graph by using this linear equations in two variables. Okay, so now we can come into this linear equations in three variable. The general form of this linear equations in three variable is ax plus by plus cz plus d equal to 0. This is a general form. So don't worry this third equation. So in this graph, in this equation, we get a plane. Okay, so don't worry about this third equation, because you are studied in higher classes, means PUC and all. Okay, so you are already studied in it. So now we are discussed about only this. Okay, so next class, next onwards I will continue the exercise questions. Okay, students, now we are going to start the exercise questions. Exercise 10.1 of page number 29. On that exercise, I select the second question. The second question is, express each of the following equations in the form ax plus by plus c equal to 0 and indicate the values of a, b and c in each case. Students, you first understand what is the question given. So in the question, first we can express the equations in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Here I already written two questions. So you can express this question in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0 and indicate the values. Means you can write the values of a, b and c in each case. Students, now coming to this question. The question is 2x plus 3y equal to 4.37. Okay, so is it the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0? Is it in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0? No, it is not in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So first you have to write in general form. So first write this question in general form. So you can see I write this in the general form. 2x plus 3y. You take 4.37 inside. So that becomes minus. That is what 4.37 equal to 0. Now you can see this is in general form. So you can compare it by using this equation. So write in below you can write what ax plus by plus c. So now we can compare them. So now we can compare and write the values of a, b and c. So now write what is the value of a. In place of a, what is there? 2. So write a equal to 2. Okay. So in place of b, what is there? 3. So in place of b, the number 3 is there. So write b equal to 3. And in place of c, what is there? Minus 4.37. Okay. So now write the value of c is minus. You can see this one. Here is the plus. So here is what? Minus. So you write minus 4.37. So in this way you can do the problem carefully. So similarly I select another question. 4 equal to 5x minus 3y. Now observe the question carefully. 4 equal to 5x minus 3y. Is it in the general form? No, it is not in the general form. So first we have to write in general form. Okay, now I start to write in general form. So now I start RHS side, that is what 5x minus 3y, and you take this 4 on other side, it becomes the plus 4 becomes what? Minus 4, that equal to what? 0. So first we have to write in general form, and next you can compare with this equation. So now in below you write the general form of an equation. Ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Okay. Now you can write the values of a, b, c. So what is the value of a here? Now look at this one. The value of a equal to 5. So write the value a equal to 5 and the value b equal to what? See the coefficients of y. The coefficient of y is b. So the coefficient of y is minus 3. So write minus 3. And you write the value c. C is what? The value of c is minus 4. So write the c equal to minus 4. So in this way you can first you can express in general form, and hence you can compare the equation, and finally you write the values of a, b and c. Students, now we can observe the third question. The third question is 2x equal to y. Now observe the question carefully. 2x equal to y, is it in general form? No, it is not in general form. So first we have to write in general form. So write 2x minus y, you take inside the y minus y, and next what? The constant term c. So the term c is not there. So you write in 0 into c. You write in 0. That equal to what? 0. Here the term c is not there. Okay. So and then also we can write like this. So and next what? You write in, you can compare with this equation. So below that you write ax plus by plus c equal to 0. So now we can compare them, these variables a, b, c values. So the coefficient of x is a, the coefficient of x is 2. So write a equal to what? 2. In place of a, what is there? 2. Here the coefficient of y is b, the coefficient of y is minus 1. So write b equal to what? Minus 1. What is the value of c here? The value of c equal to 0. The value of c equal to 0. So similarly, you can take this fourth question. Now we can see the fourth question. 4 minus 5x plus 3y equal to 0. 4 minus 5x plus 3y equal to 0. Is it in general form? No. It is not in the form of general. So first you have to write in general form. So write minus 5x first. Next 3y. And next you write plus 4 equal to 0. You can see this one. Minus 5x, 3y and 4 equal to 0. Now we can compare with this general form of an equation. That is what ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Next we have to write the value of a. The value of a equal to here minus 5. The value of b equal to 3. And the value of c equal to what? 4. Okay. So in this way we can do all the questions. Students, in homework you have to work on this 10.1, this 10.1 question number 2. Okay, you can solve some other problems here is there. So you can solve all these questions today. Students, next we are going to the second question of exercise 10.1. That is, see this one. The cost of a notebook is twice the cost of a pen. Write a linear equations in two variables to represent this statement. Here the statement is given. What is that statement? The cost of a notebook. See, you consider this is a notebook. The cost of this notebook is twice. Twice means what? 2 times. 2 times of the cost of a pen. So, and also here the incident in the introduction is given, instruction is given, that is what? Take the cost of a notebook to be x. So means you consider this notebook is considered as x. Okay, I take the notebook. So let us consider the cost of notebook is rupees x. Let us consider the cost of notebook is rupees x. And you take the cost of pen and you take the cost of pen. Cost of pen is rupees 1. According to this statement, the cost of notebook means what? X. So write x is equal to the twice the cost of a pen. What is the cost of a pen? Y. Twice means what? 2 times. Means you can see this one. The notebook cost is 2 times of its cost of pen. Okay. So the cost of notebook is x. The cost of pen is y. The cost of notebook is equal to the twice the cost of a pen. So the cost of pen is y. Twice the cost means 2 times of y. Understand? So suppose you consider the cost of a pen is 5. What is the cost of this notebook? 2 times of this pen means 1 pen is 5. So 2 times of this cost means 2 into 5, that is what? 10. So in this way you write the cost x equal to 2y. X is the cost of a notebook, y is the cost of a pen. So the cost of a notebook is twice the cost of a pen. So you write x equal to 2y. So now you can write in general form. So the general form is what? x minus 2y equal to 0. So you can write in the general form x minus 2y equal to 0. So here the number c value is not there. So you can write in place of c you can write 0. So otherwise you not write the 0. Finally you write the equation is x minus 2y equal to 0. Students, now I conclude this class. I hope you can understand all the concepts of linear equations in one variable, linear equations in two variable, and general form of linear equation in two variables, and also express the given equation in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Okay, you can understand all the concepts very correctly, and you can work out the given questions, the homework questions in 10.1 exercise. You can work out all the remaining questions in your exercise 10.1. In the next class I will going through the next exercise 10.2. Okay, thank you.